Okay, for your first card, we have the Wheel of Fortune in the reverse position. So, some of you guys may feel that you just haven't had any luck. Some of you may feel like if you didn't have bad luck, you wouldn't have any luck at all. Some of you may feel that you've had to work a lot harder here lately to achieve the things that you want. And some of you may even feel like your luck has been a bit manipulated, so to speak. We clarify we have the Five of Swords. So, I refer to this card as the asshole who is just spoiling for a fight. For lack of better words, excuse my French. So, some of you may feel a bit on the aggressive side. Some of you may have had a really crappy situation occur for you here lately. The Five of Swords, this person truly desires to start conflict, okay? And quite often deception is very much involved. This can be a forceful severing of ties. So some of you could have had the end of a relationship. Things could have come to an end like very forcefully, very quickly. Maybe you ended it, maybe the other person ended it. But there are a lot of conflicts that come up with this card. A lot of conflicts. But deception is a huge one. Unfaithfulness can be one, but not one that I tend to focus on. But perhaps some of you feel like you've had to work harder because you've been dealing with this type of energy. Maybe you've been dealing with someone who has been acting like this towards you. Or maybe some of you might be feeling this way yourself. Maybe some of you have experienced some problems within, personal relationships, romantic or platonic. And maybe you've had it. You're over the silly crap. You're just ready to fight and be done with it and let it go. Okay, so for circumstances, we have the Queen of Cups in the reverse position. So this is indicating that there is definitely some unbalanced issues here. Typically, when the Queen of Cups is in the reverse position, she is allowing her emotions to take control and to make all her decisions for her. And so rather than using her mind, her intellect, she's allowing her emotions to make those decisions. She's out of balance. Perhaps you've gone through a loss emotionally, or perhaps you're just going through an emotionally trying time and you're having a hard time finding your balance. And it is clarified by the King of Cups. So typically, for some of you, this could actually be a marriage that could be in dire straits, so to speak, and it's causing you to be a bit overly emotional. It's a possibility. Or, this could be a platonic relationship. This could be a relationship with a family member. But there's definitely a connection, so it could be a family member as well. Now, with the King of Cups, he can be helpful here because the King of Cups is emotional, just like the Queen of Cups, but he has the ability to be able to detach from his emotions. Well, he still remains very emotional, but he detaches from his emotions, especially while making life choices and things of that nature. So that can be a bit of good advice to try to detach, especially if you're going through a very emotionally reeling type of situation. You may want to try to detach from it the best that you can. And I know that's easier said than done, but you may want to try. Okay, so for the focus, we have the Knight of Wands. Now, this is a fantastic card. This card brings changes, and these changes are very positive changes. This can be a change of residence. This can be, a job opportunity, that comes up. It can be a chance to go on a journey, a chance to go traveling. It could be many different things, but whatever type of change that this card is representing for you, it's always a positive change. Now we clarify, and we have the Ace of Wands in the reverse position. So perhaps some of you have missed this opportunity. Maybe you've been overextended with so many other responsibilities and commitments that maybe you weren't able to give it the full amount of attention that it deserved. Maybe you didn't take the opportunity seriously. For some of you, you could have took it seriously, but there can be a tendency to come on maybe a bit too strong, and then this can kind of backfire, so to speak. But a lot of times there is a fear of change, a fear of moving on, a fear of failure. So some of you might have let this opportunity slip out of your hands because of fear. Maybe some of you missed the opportunity because you just simply have so much going on that you weren't able to address it. Or maybe, you didn't think, that it was very serious. But for most of you, I'm feeling that you're just not wanting to move out of a situation, and it's due to fear. Fear of moving on, the fear of change, the fear of failure. And granted, I'm pretty sure that you guys probably have plenty of irons in the fire, but these are great changes. So if it's not too late and you're viewing this, pay attention for the opportunity, because you do have free will, so we can, bring these cards to the upright position and you can take advantage of it. So if you know that there is an opportunity, I would not ignore it, and don't let fear rob you of an opportunity that could be absolutely wonderful. And sometimes this can just simply indicate that, that this opportunity could still be there for you, but it might be one that's going to progress very slowly. You may encounter delays and obstacles, but my feeling is that a lot of you are fearing moving on. Maybe this change would cause you to have to move, to different states or a different country, whatever it may be. And maybe that just really puts you outside of your comfort zone and you're not comfortable with that. Maybe you have so many other things going on in your personal life that you just feel like you can't devote your energy to this opportunity. Okay, this card is your recent past, or the energy that is currently passing. And we have the Eight of Wands in the reverse position. So the Eight of Wands in the upright position is about us working towards achieving, a goal of ours or a dream of ours that we've had. And when it's in the reverse position, we're encountering delays and obstacles, and these are very, very frustrating. And a lot of times it's like no matter how hard we're trying to get this together, we just keep encountering more and more obstacles, and this can really make you angry. So the best remedy is to step back and look at things objectively, so that you can see what's causing things to go wrong and why things are not working out the proper way. But since this is the recent past, there's not much we can do about that particular end as far as looking at things objectively, except learn from it, to look at things more objectively when things start falling apart. Step back and look at the situation with an objective point of view. Now we clarify, and we have the Judgment card. So the Judgment card is the cosmic wake-up call. It's that aha, and it's also about making a choice. It's about making a major life-changing choice. And perhaps you guys were going after a major life-changing goal, a life-changing dream, and it may have just slipped away, or some of you could still be trying to make it work. And if you are still trying to make it work, definitely take my advice about the stepping back and looking at things objectively so you can see why things are not working out, because a little tweaking can actually fix it. But overall, you guys know that there is a higher calling here. There's, a higher power is at work in your life. Okay. So this is the present, the here and the now energy. We have the sun. So this is a very good card. A lot of times when this card comes up, you may be getting into a relationship, you may be getting married, you might be moving, you might have gotten a new job. Either way, something good is occurring in the present, and it makes you very happy. It's something to be very happy and optimistic about. Perhaps maybe you might be graduating from, college, or from, high school, whatever it may be, or, some courses you may have been taking. This could indicate that you may be graduating, but overall, a lot of times this is about moving, work, marriage, things of that nature. Okay, so we have the King of Swords in the reverse position. So in regards to marriage and or a relationship, if some of you have recently gotten into a relationship, or recently gotten engaged or married, you definitely may want to pay attention. This man here can be, well, let's just say he can be abusive, for lack of better words. And more times than not, it will be verbal, but that there's no guarantee that it'll just remain verbal. But typically with the King of Swords, his weapon is his tongue. And, ooh, boy, can he be nasty. The King of Swords can be a bit of a manipulator. One who manipulates the situation. Now, this doesn't necessarily have to be a man. This could be a man or a woman. Or this could even be you. So you could be on the receiving or the giving end of this energy. Yeah, not the best energy. So, because he's clearly, see, when he's in the upright position, he's very fair, and he weighs things out, and he takes his time before he makes a decision. When he's in his reverse position, that logic and reasoning ability and the analytical abilities, they fall to the wayside, and then he becomes manipulative, and the things that he can say can be downright awful. So some of you may feel that a particular situation in your life may be manipulated, or you may feel like you are being manipulated, and some of you may not feel like you're being manipulated. You may not be, and some of you may be, and you just don't know it yet. And for some of you, you could actually be manipulating and self-sabotaging the situation, but you're doing it more on a subconscious level rather than a conscious level, if you get what I'm saying. See, this can go so many different ways, so don't shoot the messenger. This is a general reading for the masses. It's not a personal reading, so take what resonates and leave the rest, okay? Okay. Okay, for your near future, we have the King of Wands. So this is very good energy here. This is a man, can be a male or a female. Let's just get that out there immediately. So typically the King of Wands, he's a leader. He is definitely a leader. And he's very good at delegating responsibilities. He's also a good mentor. He also has great enthusiasm and optimism. And he or she could be someone that is going to enter your life here soon. This may be someone that you seek advice from. This may be someone that you're interested in. This may be someone that you want to mentor or someone that you want to mentor you. It can go many different ways. Typically, I associate Leo with this card, but it could be Aries, Leo, Sagittarius, or someone with that type of temperament. You know, a real go-getter. It's like they have a lot of energy. You know, they can almost be energetically contagious, you know. Someone who can bring your mood up and bring your own optimism and enthusiasm up. They're really good at inspiring others. So we clarify, and we have the Eight of Coins. So mentor definitely sounds appropriate. You know, this could even be a boss at a job, or this could be someone that you want to mentor you. The Eight of Coins is about having a set of skills that can bring you recognition and can bring you financial rewards. And I mean, you can even make a financial living with these skills. And I always say practice makes perfect when I see this card, because this is someone who is working towards mastering their skill set. And so they're continuing to work because practice makes perfect. And perhaps maybe some of you might seek out someone to help mentor you on how to better utilize your skills. Maybe you want to have a leader, you know, hire you to use your skill set. So these are possibilities for sure. Definitely use these skills. Don't let them go to waste. But this king, you know, male or female, they can be very helpful in helping you to use your skills. They might be able to mentor you and help you to actually master those skills. And they might be able to provide you with a job or an opportunity that could bring you some financial gains and some public recognition potentially.